Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Brick Shots with Billy Antonio.
Fit them old bricks. Ballin' like a with all these bricks.
Welcome back, man. We're live for episode 150 of Brick Shots with Billy Antonio. Today, we're going to talk about the college football championship. We're finally here at the end of the year. We'll talk some other college topics like Prime to Dallas. We'll talk Quinn Ewers to the NFL and Carson Beck enters the transfer portal. We'll cover the playoff games from last week, and then we'll make our predictions again for this week. Talk about some of the head coaching stuff going on in the NFL, as well as a ceiling middle floor game for some of the guys in the draft. It's going to be a good time. But Tonio, you were wrong again about Notre Dame.
No,
Excuse me. We talked about that last week. I'm sorry. Are you going to be wrong again about Notre Dame?
No, because I the bullshit ends here. All right.
Okay.
As much as I hate and much as it pains me, shout out to Buckeye Aaron, shout out to my dog Dre, shout out to Ron.
Ronnie Hamilton, what a nice guy. I wish I got cooler with him.
O'Shea Jackson Jr. Shout out to him. That's what he looked like. Yeah, bro. It stopped here, bro. I told you last week. Notre Dame probably would win because what's the old fuckhead at Penn State?
James Franklin.
James Franklin can't win the big game, Billy. It might be time. The big game, the big one. He beat Boise.
And Indiana.
Yeah, Indiana.
No, Notre Dame beat Indiana. He beat Boise and fuck.
Who else did he beat?
Oh, they didn't belong in the tournament either. See, this is why. Yeah.
SMU.
That's right.
Yeah, SMU. Yeah, little games. Little games, bro. Yeah, James Franklin.
You see the two people watching right now? Leave us a comment. Tell us what we're doing.
We might have to have that conversation, bro. Where James Franklin might have to get up out of there. But I told you right there in front of your bar while we was talking to Rich, hey, bro, James Franklin can't coach. Y'all win this game. Well, guess what happened? James Franklin couldn't coach, and they won this game.
Yeah.
Well, buck stops here, Billy. Yeah, Ohio State made Quinn Ewers, his roommate, made him look terrible. I think he sold because they best friends. He probably the best man at his wedding or some shit. Quinn just looked terrible in that game. But they won. So yeah, now
welcome.
Yeah, now that Notre Dame shit that'll be the end of it next week or Monday. Okay. Ain't gotta worry about it.
No, hey, look, Ohio State's 8-point favorites right now. Last time I looked, like you said, I'm also taking Ohio State. I think it's just they beat good teams on the way. It wasn't like they had an easy path either. There was not one easy game for Ohio State. Tennessee was a hard game. Stomped them. Oregon was going to be another hard game. Stomped them. Texas was a great game up until about the last 8 minutes of that game. And then Ohio State, like you said, Jack Sawyer with that. It's crazy. I don't understand. I don't know if it's from watching football now for the last 20 years where you just kind of you feel something where Texas was on the way to score. And I'm like, after we had got off the show because we watched most of the game live during the show.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, you're watching, you're like, oh, hey, look, Quinn might get a hit right here. Tennessee wasn't a hard game, Cam. Come on. All the SEC homers, all that stuff. Come on. Don't give me that. Unless Cam's the SEC hater, then I'll welcome it for right now. But you can't be an SEC tryhard and then say Tennessee was ass.
Cam not an SEC hater. Cam, where you at right now? Come in if you can get in the show. I'll bring you on right now.
Let's go, Cam. Yeah, get on.
Cam, come in if you can get in here.
Text him the link. Hit him with the link, Tony.
Go ahead, Billy.
Well, sorry, my bad. But I was just going to wrap it up with as you're watching, you're waiting for that play. You're sitting here like, all right, what if Quinn hits a fumble right here? I remember talking to Brad. I'm like, what if he just throws a pick here? But it just happened to be the he's okay. No, hey, don't get on cam. I like it. Just watch the magic happen. But you're Cam, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but you're watching, you're like, this is where something's gonna happen and really change the momentum of this game. And Ohio State, boom. Sawyer hits him, picks up that fumble, 83 yards right to the other house. And I think too, as soon as we see that happen, Tonio, and you can correct me if I'm wrong right now, as soon as he scored that touchdown, you're like, okay, it's it. This is a wrap for Texas right here. It doesn't even matter. I wasn't even thinking they can go back and score. None of that.
Well, and this is what I told you, and I hate it for Sark, but it is what it is. Sark, just like Josh McDaniels. Some people don't deserve to be head coaches. Some people are just offensive coordinators. I think Sark had too much on his plate, Billy. The toss don't even work in NCAA. Why in the hell would you get, bro? You have an SEC offensive line, dog, and you want to run to the outside? Nope.
All right.
Nope.
But
nope.
Okay.
And let me ask you this, Billy.
Go ahead.
If he was still in Alabama, Nick, his head coach, they get on the 1 yard line, and he tell Nick, "Yeah, I'm gonna run a toss." You don't think Nick going down there and slapping his headset off of him? Cam, Nick ain't slapping him. Little bitty Nick ain't slapping him, Cam. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on, you. Sark. That's what I don't get, Billy, and that's why I say everybody can't be a head coach, because as an offensive coordinator, while you're in the SEC, you never call no shit like that. As a head coach, you like, yeah, I think that's a good play. Really? Your strength right there up the middle, and you want to go to the outside? Y'all ain't been running the ball well all game to the outside. Why would we just like? I don't know.
But that's where coaching always comes into question, because if the toss works, it's an okay play. You're sitting here like, okay, hey, you hadn't ran a toss all day. Ohio State wasn't ready for that. You hadn't run a toss all year. Ohio State was not prepared. But when it just so happens it breaks down the way it breaks down.
Well, Billy, you go from the 1 yard line to a 6 yard loss.
Well, the first play wasn't a toss, though, Tony. The first play was a run up the middle, and they got stuffed.
Yeah, Billy, and you line it up again. Hey, come on, bro. Because at the end of the day, Billy, at least let me get 3 right up the middle. But now you tossing to the outside. My kicker already got the woes because you shook him up last week.
And you bench him and you put a different kicker in there.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, brother. That's offensive coordinator.
Who the fuck has 2 kickers on there? Is that a regular? I don't think.
I think he got the woes from Alabama when Nick Saban them couldn't buy a fucking kicker, so he's seen it before. You remember Alabama couldn't kick extra points or field goals for shit. So yeah, he's seen it, but he didn't take all that from. That's offensive coordinator mistakes. That's not head coach calls. You got 3 chances to go straight up the middle. They stuff you, at least take the 3. Your defense got a little momentum, at least take the 3. But instead, you let Quinn Ewers drop back the pass, and he gets strip sacked.
All right, Tonio, give me a score of the national championship.
Ohio State 32. Notre Dame 10.
I'm gonna go Ohio State 31. Do the Price is Right strategy here. And Notre Dame 17. I think they get a garbage time touchdown. I think it's like you, where it's 10. Notre Dame might get 10 in the first half and just be hanging on. But like I said, I don't think I'd be shocked if Notre Dame wins. Excuse me, I'm rooting for everybody that's black. Marcus Freeman, I want him to win that. So I'm with you. But hey, Let's keep it with the Texas conversation. I know this one will get a lot of stuff. Quinn Ewers to the NFL. First round draft pick, Tonio?
Fuck no.
No. I'm not saying is he worthy of it. I'm saying will he? That's a way different question, right?
This is gonna be a tricky draft because there's better quarterbacks, Billy, but all the quarterbacks don't look the part of the 32 teams want. Quinn Ewers might look the part for somebody.
Tell me who's going. Name me every quarterback that gets taken before Quinn.
That should get taken before Quinn, or that will.
Not should, will. That's the thing. That's the prediction, is what will happen. Not what you think, what should go down, but will.
Shedeur.
Yep.
Cam.
Easy.
Jackson. After that, he up there. It's a lot of suitors gonna like Jackson Dart, bro. Like it's just gonna happen. It's gonna happen, bro.
I think the only reason I'm going to disagree with you is that we've seen Quinn in 2 playoffs and we have not seen Mr. Dart in 1. I think that might be where it raised in, because I'm going Quinn is the 3rd quarterback taken. Has to be. Maybe Jalen Milroe goes, but
Jalen. Jalen Gay.
That's this draft.
Jalen Milroe, he might be 3rd. I don't know. Anthony Richardson might have shit the bed for Jalen Milroe, bro. So, and Jalen Milroe better than Anthony Richardson. Don't get me wrong, but that whole, hey, I might get tired and all that. Thanks for the love, whoever that was from. Appreciate you. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Quinn might get out of there in the first round. But I'm gonna be honest with you. Seeing rumors saying he turned down $8 million NIL to go play ball again, he should have took it.
Yeah.
That was not the way to go out.
No, it really wasn't.
It wasn't the way to go out, bro. Because you already missed 4 games this year. They are already putting that talk behind you. Because you gotta just look around the league, Billy. These quarterbacks that we thought was gonna go somewhere in Georgia, nobody give a fuck who was coming behind Carson Beck. They was sorry as Carson Beck was, he was still getting talked about. In Colorado, they signed a 4-star, Julian Newton.
Yeah,
everybody's still talking about how he gonna adjust without Shedeur. In Miami, they even signed Buddy, but
Juju's a 5-star, by the way.
Who?
Juju. 5-star.
Oh yeah, Juju. They signed a 5-star. They still talking about Shedeur. Miami. Before Carson Beck pulled the flip, they was like, damn, what Miami gonna do without Cam? We gotta find our next quarterback. Same thing in Alabama. Ain't nobody talking about who was replacing Jalen Milroe in Alabama. But all year in Texas, you hearing Arch looking like he could start, a couple games. Arch looking like he ready to take this offense over. What was that one video I had sent you, or somebody sent the group chat where they was like, damn, he run the offense better than you. That's the video that started going out for Quinn. Yeah. So Quinn already had that heat on his back, and I think he needed to win to submit that, hey, bro, I deserve to be the starting quarterback. Because there's some plays where even Texas fans was like, hey, bro, seen enough of Quinn. Yeah. Let's put Arch in. We know Arch can win, even though he young. Hell, he can't do no worse than Quinn. Quinn airmailing, throwing picks, all this shit.
Like 2 people watching right now.
No,
and I'm with you. And I just want to make a correction because Tonio was correct. Mel Kiper, everybody hates him because he's like the most famous guy that does it. But Tonio and I had a discussion before the show. So it is Shedeur for his rankings for the big board is Shedeur, Cam, Jackson Dart is 3rd, Jalen Milroe at 4, and Quinn at 5.
I'm just saying, bro. I mean, because we didn't make the playoffs, probably should have been. We ain't talking about that no more. That shit over with. But
because you
number 3, yeah, I know. Number 3, number 3 offense in the country. That's still something to talk about. You lead that offense, you got to talk about it. That's what Jackson Dart did.
But with Jackson Dart, okay, I'm going to go to the Florida game, and I know you don't want to talk about it, but
no, we can. He looked like ass, but I think. Oh, go ahead.
But that's what I was going to say is the reason he looked like ass is because he had to throw the ball, and that's the thing with like I'm going to compare him to Lamar for a second, but that's with Lamar is like, oh well, he can't throw us out of a losing situation. He can't throw it to here because Jackson Dart threw 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
I mean,
back to back. We could have won that game a couple
100%. And it just looked the one dropped interception that you're like, woo, thank God. Okay, because we still got a chance. And then do another one. And you're like, what the fuck? Why did you do that?
And I think that's why shout out to B2N1, bro.
B2N1, what's up?
I was talking to Dog Shooter in there, bro. And I think that's on Lane. Lane got him. You gotta coach him like, hey, bro, think. I know I'm hyping you up. I know I'm telling you this, you that, but that's on Lane. Lane, because you seen what Lane said. Hey, we're gonna make him sign so he can come back next year. So I know Lane was piping him up and had him like, hey,
also
you cannot do no wrong.
Them 6 interceptions and then come back the next year, right? I mean, Lane does this for his QBs.
Yeah, he look out for his QBs, bro. But you gotta, and that's what I'm saying. Like Lane is transitioning out of I'm more than an offensive coordinator. I'm a head coach now, and Sark ain't there. He might be getting there, but Sark not there at all. And you could tell I'm never gonna forget that toss, Billy. I don't think Texas will neither. Like, I'm on the 2-yard line. Let me toss it out to the 6 and lose that shit.
All right, let me before we transition to the next part, I just want to ask you one question. Let's say Quinn didn't go into the NFL draft and said, you know what, I'm gonna take that 8 mil and go to Ole Miss. Are you a happy Ole Miss fan with that?
Hell no, I don't want Quinn Ewers.
Okay, I was just curious. how that was going to go.
But I would love to see him in like Mississippi State or something because I like to see them struggle.
Yeah. You don't think Quinn would bring up Mississippi State? Come on, dude.
No.
He's not an ass QB.
He ain't, but it ain't nothing that can help Mississippi State, man. They just need to play baseball, dog. That's it. Baseball, women's basketball, and agricultural shit with tractors. That's all they need to do. That's all they can do.
And a cowbell. All right. Second to last thing, we'll talk about Carson Beck's transfer to Miami. Not going to be too long. I'm not going to be a dead horse, Tonio. It's not a big deal, but it is kind of because he played for Georgia. How do you think that's going to turn out? Is that going to be another Ward situation?
No, it's going to be really bad. Now,
what a hater.
The thing is, bro, Carson Beck is a little athletic. People didn't get that to him. He's a little athletic. So we'll see spurts that he's going to have way better offensive weapons. Offensive line is good there, but he just shit as a quarterback, bro. So people going to be expecting him to do the same shit that Cam Ward did. And he might be able to keep them in some games, Billy, but you know the key element that he's going to be missing? Kirby Smart's defense, dog. If you look at it, Miami was in shootout after shootout after shootout because their defense was giving up as many points as their offense was scoring. They wasn't just beating the shit out of everybody. They was in shootouts, Billy. They lost they dropped it to Georgia Tech. They dropped it to who was the team that they should have beat? And they lost Syracuse. They went into OT with a team they should have beat. Like, because their defense, their defense was not good. So
but I don't have the numbers in front of me, but Tonio, you gotta remember Cam, it wasn't like he put up 50. You know, in those bigger
but
games.
He's putting up 30, 40. Like, is Carson Beck gonna be able to do that? Have we seen him do that in his career? Or did he just? I seen somebody compare. Say he had Julian Edelman and McConkey and fucking Gronk, and that was like why his offense didn't look like ass.
No, that makes sense too. Yeah, 100%. 100%. I'm with you. The Georgia Tech loss. Miami only put up 23. The game against Cal, they did put up 39. The Virginia Tech game, they did put up 38, but they still should have lost on that weird. Should have been a pass interference. Shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. I'm with you 100%. Still put up 38 in that Syracuse loss, so I do want to throw that in there. You're onto something with that, so excuse me. I just wanted to be either right or wrong for that.
Yeah,
and I was wrong. But Ken, you're back to your main question real fast. Does Carson Beck change that? No. No, he doesn't. If anything, you got worse. We talked about it all year where Cam literally is getting the ball when he's running for first downs. He's walking. He looked like he didn't give a fuck. He looked like Jokic out there, just like, whatever. Okay. I'm
football, but I really just want to, go sit on the block, bro. For real.
And let me touch on a question from last segment too, because this one's probably going to take us the longest after we move on. So you're talking about Sark being an offensive coordinator, Josh McDaniels being an offensive coordinator, that's a head coach that doesn't need to be there. Why is that question not for Dan Lanning? Is it because he's a defensive guy? Is Dan Lanning a good head coach, or is he just a good defensive coordinator? He just happens to coach at Oregon where they'll get a quarterback.
We don't. So I can't answer it because his roster. Fortunately for him, he had that Nike money, dog. So his roster was bought and paid for. They just walked into somebody that was like thoroughbred roster. Like, hey, this shit real. But it's 13-1, Billy. I can't shit on that. It's 13-1. He don't win the big games, but it's 13-1.
Sure. Is Dan Lanning a better coach than Ryan Day?
Fuck no.
Okay.
I don't, bro. The only people that think, and I'm gonna keep saying this because I don't like Ohio State. I seen Billy. I can't make this shit up. I should have said it. I seen it today. Somebody said if Ohio State win the championship, it's still an asterisk on this season. Ohio people, what the fuck are we doing, bro? Like, y'all just won the Natty, but y'all just worry about them cold motherfuckers out there in goddamn Michigan. Michigan 8-5. Y'all hoisting up a Natty. Yeah, it would have been a perfect season. We could have beat Michigan. I'll take the Oregon loss. I'll take that. But Michigan can't lose to them. So this Natty is null and void. What are we doing? And
might as well put fucking NCAA sanctions on this.
Yeah, really. It was actual Ohio State people coming on it. Yeah, he ain't beat them in a while. Natty or not, he ain't beat Michigan.
All right, true that. Okay.
Brother lost 4 games in his whole tenure there. 4 games, bro. Well, Oregon being one of the 4. Michigan beat them, 3 years in a row?
Yeah.
So 4 games, bro. Or 5. 5. He lost to Georgia with CJ Stroud. Bro, like 32-5.
Yeah. Crazy number. Yes.
He lost to Michigan.
That's
gotta be a fucking mental illness. But Ohio's a weird place, bro. I work like 4
is
people.
A very Bermuda Triangle type of area in the States.
I work with like 4 people from Ohio, bro. They some of the strangest people.
There's a lot of Ohioans in the Navy. I mean, there's just
and their food is chili. That's how I know they just weird, bro. Like, why is your state food chili, bro? Who the fuck just eat chili year round? Man, I'm going. It's 95 degrees, man. Let me get a bowl of chili though. What?
So hey, look, some chili cheese Fritos in that bad boy. It's good.
How many different ways you can eat chili for? You just like, all right, man. The bathroom tired of me. I'm tired of the bathroom. What the fuck are we doing?
Real fast, I just want to throw out there: cinnamon rolls and chili, still probably one of the best meals you could ever have in your life. But Tonio, Coach Prime said he would think about and accept an offer to coach the Dallas Cowboys. That's your man. What's up with that?
Hey, Billy. So and I need people to hear me and hear me good. Coach Prime is pulling off the greatest father stunt there is right now. And you know why, Billy?
Why's that?
Everybody know Shedeur going top 5, bro.
Okay.
But Shedeur not the son that Coach Prime is worried about getting on the NFL roster, Billy. Shiloh needs to be on the NFL roster, Billy. So now, if I linger out there that, hey, if I can coach both of my sons, I'll come to the NFL. So what you think these GMs doing? Hey, win or lose, Prime's gonna sell us some tickets. Shedeur gonna sell us the jerseys. We can draft Shedeur, or we can draft Shiloh. Billy, Coach Prime is being the greatest dad. He just pulling a LeVar. LeVar got Jello out here tweaking.
Sweet song.
Bron got Bronny in the NBA. Got Bryce going to Arizona. And now Sammy Sosa had Sammy Sosa Jr., bro. We just seeing great dads be great dads, bro. Because Shiloh didn't get a fair shake, Billy. See, and I wanted to break this down to shout out Shiloh, bro. Last year, Shiloh should have left. I ain't gonna lie. And the only reason why he didn't leave, Billy, is because they only won 4 games. If they win 6 games last year, Shiloh is a 2nd to 3rd rounder.
Yeah.
Because he was top 5 safety in fucking stats.
Yeah.
In hits, interceptions, pick sixes, deflections, all that. He was the leader of that defense. Well, Billy, you break your arm 3 games into the season.
Yeah.
And then your first game back, you get shook out your shoes on national TV because it's your first game back. And because we in the social media era, people don't know ball. They just casuals. So they're going to say, oh, yeah, Prime son trash. He trash this, he trash that. Nobody said that last year because Headache Game was crazy. He was going crazy. Everybody, Shiloh got suspended last year for one of the best clean big hits we've seen in a while.
Yep.
Clean that tight end's clock, no helmet, no nothing, straight up right here. And he got kicked out for it, Billy.
Yep.
But he had a good year. But you go 4-8, ain't nobody gonna think you was just having a good year because equally you shit too. Just depends on it. Because if you think about it, Billy, both of them boys could have came out last year, and Shedeur had the chance to go right after Jaden last year. Being honest, he would have went before Drake May. Like he would have went. Yeah. So that's what Prime's doing right now. Coach Prime, like, you know what? Let me just get this buzz booming around Colorado. They know I got 7 people I need to be drafted. One of them being my son. That I know if he get in the door, he'll be good because he has Sanders. Yeah. Let me just dangle my name out there. Like, hey, if I could coach both of my sons, I'll come coach for you.
Yeah.
So now you got these GMs, Billy, like, you know what? Well, let's just get Shiloh in here with this 5th, 6th round pick. You know, our safety getting old. Yeah. Like, and it's coaching positions in the higher thing. But the interesting one, the most interesting one is the Cowboys because we know this is some type of shit that Jerry Jones would like to do. Shout out to Chris, who don't know his fucking owner. Apparently, I seen the response in the group chat, Chris. Chris, this is right up Jerry Jones' alley. He wouldn't.
So Chris did post it on Facebook also, and I was like, he was like, yeah, that's what Jerry's going to do. And it's like, that's exactly what Jerry Jones is thinking about doing. What are you? Yes.
Wait, I can do. This is Jerry Jones right now, Billy. Looking at the sky, thought bubbles. Let's see. How can I get the NFL talking about me all off season and during the season? What can I do? Coach Prime got 2 sons. Yeah, I give up something for that. Like, all I gotta do is get rid of Dak. Somebody take Dak off my hands.
Or even if they don't, I'll pay Dak and we'll just be paying a backup. And they'll talk about us more and more and more.
And I'll be in the spotlight. Chris, what the fuck is wrong with you? That is Jerry Jones all day long.
He wrote that part of the book.
Yeah, like what is the best thing I can do to make the NFL better? Oh, make them think about me. Let me call, and he called. That's a real phone call. So you know he was like,
that's Prime picking up. It isn't a Dallas area code. It's Jerry in the phone.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
yeah,
Not
bro, it
Mr.
was not.
Jones. No,
It's Jerry, bro. You just see it makes sense though, Billy. We seen them on the videos. They went to the Cowboys Hall of Fame joint. He familiar with Shiloh, Shedeur, and Bucky.
Yeah,
Bucky can go be a part of the Cowboys media team if he want to.
bam.
Jerry would do that shit. He would do it
100%.
in a heartbeat. And as much as I don't think it pains me, but as a father myself and as an opportunist, Billy, like, hey, Colorado, I set y'all up for success. Y'all got 2 NFL caliber coordinators here, offense and defense.
Yep.
Promote one of them like they did TC and Jackson. I'm gonna go coach my boys in the NFL. And it's Dallas, dog, unlimited money. Because like Chris pointed out to us last year, Dallas is number 2 in cap space. So they can go get what the fuck they want for Shedeur. And now I'm gonna get Shiloh, but now I'm gonna go get some over there to rival CD Lamb. Because first of all, Shedeur to CD, that's a way better connection than Dak already. They ain't working. Shit, you seen that with fucking
Cooper
what's
Rush.
the backup now? Yeah, Cooper Rush and CD doing what they need to do. So I'm gonna do that, but then I'm gonna go get Jimmy Horn Jr. for nothing in the 2nd or 3rd round, or LeJohntay Wester or Will Shepherd. I'll go get another one of them Colorado boys that Shedeur already comfortable with.
Yep.
And let's get this offense back to jumping, bro. Like, it's a lot of shit that Prime will do. Billy, I know in my heart that Prime probably not leaving Colorado because he really love it there.
Yeah.
He really done built a community there, but at the same time, it's business and it's being a dad. To keep my boys together, get my boy in the league, I'm doing whatever. You don't think LeBron would have signed whatever for the Lakers to get Bronny to LA? Did you not see teams saying, hey, we kind of wanted to go at Bronny, but out of respect for LeBron James, we let him get to the Lakers? You don't think Bron was sending Rich Paul to tell these people, hey, don't draft my son, dog. I ain't coming there. Like, come on, bro. So I don't know. What you think? I could be looking into it wrong, but I think he's just trying to be a good father, dog.
I think you hit the nail on the head. I think he's just trying to get maybe a little bit more exposure for his kids. And I'm going to throw Travis Hunter in with that.
And not just Shiloh, bro. Like I said, he got off rip Shane Coates, Shadozi, LeJohntay Wester, Will Shepherd, Jimmy Horn Jr., who he really, really wants to get to the league. He got Justin Myers, offensive lineman. He's gonna need some help getting there because he wasn't bad. The offensive line just looked terrible as a whole.
It looked bad, 100%.
Yeah, but he wasn't one of them. So it's like, bro, I got all these people that I want to get to the next level. Most of those people on that team, they got kids, Billy. So he's just trying to help them be,
Yes, but I think that could be, and this is where I was going to go with it. I think that might be Prime's downfall is that he said 100 times in every interview, you can see it. We're trying to make them great men. That's what I'm doing with these kids that I get. Is I'm trying to make them great men. Now, getting them to the league is part of making them be the best that they can be, right? Mm-hmm. That's the essential thing. But at the same time, I think for him to prove himself also as a man of God is, let me show you, I'm going to stick around in Colorado and I'm going to win Big 12 titles. I'm going to go win the Rose Bowl and I'm going to be a top 4 team and I'm going to eventually get to a natty and I'm going to do this down here and show you that this isn't just a one pump stop. This isn't just a hit the brakes and move on.
I mean,
that's my only thing with that.
I don't know, Billy, because the man of God thing, if it's time for you to move, it's time for you to move. And the
100%.
man of God part is leaving it better than you got it. Going from 1-11 to 9-4, it's leaving it a lot better than you got it. And with the staffing that you got, Billy, like I said, you got a defensive coordinator that Rob Livingston. Look, was it Rob Livingston? Sean Livingston? Sean Livingston.
No, Sean Livingston is the NBA player.
No. That's the defense coordinator. Either way, sorry, John. Either way, bro, he left it better. But I just, like I said, man, I think, I just think, man, like if
last thing, because we do have to move on, Tony.
Okay.
I know that you're on a point, but I don't think Jerry still is going to give up that control that Deion will need to actually change this culture around. And I think Colorado is literally just like, them leashes that like your dog can run up until a certain point. Well, imagine an infinity leash. And that's what Deion has in Colorado. Just, hey, do this, whatever you need to do. Oh, we got to upgrade the trash cans. Okay, Deion, we'll upgrade the trash cans. Oh, we have to upgrade this. Oh, you want us to change this? You want us to sit here and do this? And you want us to – what is the thing? I love you. You want us to do these and that and all that.
Rob Livingston.
Rob Livingston. Yeah. I knew it was Sean. I was like, I thought it was Don Livingston for a second. But anyway, Tonio, let's go ahead. We're talking about prime to the NFL. Let's talk about the NFL, man. The playoff games were great. Tampa Bay, Washington was awesome. But the one game I want to talk to you about, and the one game, and you're gonna try to turn it around and watch, you're gonna do it. Josh Allen is a great NFL quarterback. I think I'm done with hating on him. 20 of 25, 273, 3 tugs. Great game throwing the ball. I don't know his rushing stats because I didn't care to look. As I'm watching the game, I understand it was Denver, but he went at Pat Surtain II, who's a great corner in this league. And Josh Allen played really, really well. And real fast, we'll just go ahead and talk about Baltimore at Buffalo. That's going to be a great game. That's an AFC Championship style game. Even with Kansas City down this year, I think a lot of people have been saying whoever wins that's who's going to the Super Bowl, which as a fan of the Ravens, I don't want to get too ahead of myself. This is the game that we're at. Lamar has more to prove. He does. Even after that Steelers win, he didn't play a great game. I even texted in the group chat. I wasn't happy that he came out running the ball like he did. I don't think that's how that's how we do things, or that's how we should do things. I think it should be a very Derrick Henry-esque game, and with Lamar picking apart that defense like he did the last time the Buffalo Bills and the Ravens played. But what do I always say, Tonio? It's hard to beat a team twice.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to be hard to beat the Bills twice. James Cook had 120 yards, 123 yards. Shout out to the Bills for letting them run the ball. Maybe they gave up.
Josh Allen's still 20 of 25, Tonio. That's
272, 3 touchdowns. That's impressive. It was the Broncos though. I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care about that. I still got the showdown. I think this one's gonna be personal because the hump that Lamar needed to get over was never Josh Allen. Destroyed him. It was the Steelers, Billy.
Well, he had lost Josh Allen in the playoffs before.
Yeah, but he destroyed them this year. I don't think he feared them. The Steelers gave y'all fits, bro. Like
100%.
So this was the game he needed to get where he needed to be, bro. And you was upset, but I still think 16 to 21, 175, 2 tugs. I missed 5 throws, and none of them are interceptions. No. I don't give a shit. I think he had 81 yards rushing. I'm not mad at that. You mad? I'm not. Y'all put up almost 300 yards of rushing on them boys. That's the way to go, Billy. Fuck all that. I seen Chris say, well, how did your starting quarterback out throw Derrick Henry? Well, that's why the Cowboys suck now, because the fans like Chris. Like, hey, y'all won the game, but I want Lamar to throw for 300 yards. Bro, we beat them by 2 tugs.
Yeah.
They couldn't stop the run. That's just like saying hey man, I found out the way to stop your bleed. Well, let me try something different. And then you lose your fucking life because I just let you bleed out. I knew this bandage would stop it.
Damn.
But I wanted to try. I wanted to try a piece of clear tape. Yeah, that's what that don't make sense, bro. So I just 26 carries for 186 yards, 7 yards a carry, Billy. Why the fuck am I? Why would I have Lamar throw the ball? Lamar,
and that
5
was
yards,
issue,
5 yards a carry.
I'm sorry, what?
5 yards. See, and this why I got a problem with you having a problem with Lamar running, Billy, because if Lamar doesn't run when he runs, now they're not worried about Lamar running. Lamar coming out running early, that makes the defense wonder, hey, who really getting this fucking ball, Billy? So I'm not. Well, it's. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I get the offense they trying to recreate. Let's make these motherfuckers not go down and know Derrick Henry getting the ball every time. Let's remind them that Lamar Jackson, because Billy, one of the plays of the game for me was a Lamar Jackson fake where he blocked downfield and he just scattered past like everybody.
Yeah.
And
are you talking about the play where even the cameraman still kept it on Derrick, where Lamar still had it?
Yeah. No. It was Lamar handed the ball off to Derrick, and then he was the lead blocker for Derrick down the field.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Billy, that's so impressive to me, bro. That's the play of the game because now, first of all, it shows you that Lamar Jackson is like so fast that it don't make sense because he was barely running.
He's so
but now if he willing to do that, bro, like now the defense has got to be wondering, like, wait, who the fuck? Because the linebacker's still trying to tackle Lamar, and Lamar ain't got the ball. Derrick do.
Yeah.
So you gotta let them do that, Billy. I know you're a fan, so you want perfection and all this shit, but take your take your fandom out of it, Billy, and get with the game plan. I got the game plan from the jump. Like sometimes I pull it, sometimes I don't. And now Derrick Henry got 186 yards.
Yes. So that made me thrilled as a fan, right? Yeah. Getting Derrick Henry those carries 100%. I was like, thank God. This is what we need to do. With that, I didn't want this to be a Baltimore topic. That's not what I wanted. Are you taking I don't like the Ravens being a favorite at Buffalo. I think that's kind of weird.
I'm gonna do this so we don't have to do it all game. I'm taking Baltimore, me myself, as my favorites to lead to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. And that'll be the end of that for me until they either win or lose next week and then go into KC. But if they beat Buffalo and they beat them like conventionally, I don't think KC wants to see that running game. I don't think so.
Okay.
I know it's KC. I get it. They proven time and time again that they KC, but Travis Kelce, somebody made a video was like, yeah, maybe this dude need to go back black. Fade don't even look right, and he looks like he's ready to pull me over right ticket. And Billy, you like he lost a step. For real. So, and that might not be the case in the playoffs, but we ain't seen it yet. So
I think Kansas City, Tonio, real fast, because we do got some more games to talk about. But I said this last week, until Kansas City has reached that point now to where it's pretty much, and you're gonna say no because blah blah blah, you hate Pat Mahomes and all that stuff. But Kansas City now is what the Patriots were, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago. They are. I will bet Kansas City over the field until they prove me that that's not going to happen. It's like saying that the Patriots, they didn't have a great year this year. No, it doesn't matter. They have Tom Brady. They have Bill Belichick. This is what's going to happen. And I think that's where I'm at. If Baltimore, this is what I said last week, Tonio, right? I want Buffalo. I wanted Buffalo. I want to beat Buffalo in Buffalo. I want to beat Kansas City in Kansas City so we could put to rest this Lamar Jackson in the playoffs. Even though Peyton Manning was 3-6 to start his playoff career. So Every time he went up against Tom Brady, he lost. He beat Tom Brady 2 times in the playoffs. You know who else he lost to was the San Diego Chargers. So what are we really doing? Okay, like we're acting like Lamar is supposed to be Patrick Mahomes when there's only one, and that is Patrick Mahomes. So I'm going to ride with Baltimore again, reluctantly, but this is what is. Like I said, this is what I asked for. I want the hardest path to get to the Super Bowl. And I want the hardest Super Bowl matchup I can get. That's what I want, and I want Lamar to do well. But let's talk about Houston and Kansas City. Now we can move on. Houston with beating the Chargers. It looked
whoa. Yeah, he ain't just gonna let them make it like that, Billy. He ain't gonna let them make it like that. Hey, Chris, I don't know if you watching. I don't know if you sleep because you got to work. But let's go to that. Before you get to the Texans and the Kansas City, let's just talk about. I don't got the video, but fans that's been fans, if you can remember, Matt, Christian, and Chris. Well, Justin Herbert is a top 5 quarterback. He's just y'all just not giving him a chance. He's just one of the greatest we done seen already. Look at his numbers. Tell me what he does. Well, Billy, let's roll that beautiful bean footage. Ain't that what they say on that commercial, man?
So the Chargers take over. 11:39 to go in this first half. Out of the pocket, Herbert dials it up across his body, and that one's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. Herbert, pump throw, intercepted. Eric Murray, pick 6. Touchdown, Texans. Chargers moving quickly, sidearm, intercepted off the deflection by Stingley. Stingley down the sideline, tackled inside the 15. The bottom has dropped out. Herbert, deep shot, picked off. 4th of the day for Houston. Derek Stingley, his 2nd. And that's their day in a nutshell.
Thank you, Flea Flickaroo, for that TikTok video. Thank you very much. Yeah, Antonio, look bad.
I'll give you one, Billy. I'll give you the one deflection. But it's still it's still the other 3, Billy.
Appreciate the like. Thank you for whoever did that. Thank you. Leave us a comment. You like Justin Herbert, whoever you are that's watching?
Top five in
crazy work.
And 1 and 4. That was his numbers. Chris, explain that one to me.
Tonio, can you not just say bad game? Is that not okay for this instance? He only had 3 picks all year. He had more picks in this game than he did all year.
Yeah, Billy. And top 5 quarterbacks don't just come into the playoffs being top 5 and then look like top or bottom 25.
You can't say that and then be on Lamar's side because he looks worse in the playoffs.
Billy, he just had one. He just went 16-21. 2 tugs, no turnovers, 81 rushing yards with a W.
Yes, but I'm saying Lamar has had awful games in the playoffs. Awful.
Yeah. What we talking about right now, Billy?
Okay.
Chris Dunn said at the beginning of the year, Justin Herbert, hell, he might even be better than Lamar.
I don't think they said that.
They said it. They said it, bro. They said it. I gotta find the footage, but they said it.
I don't think so.
They said it, bro.
Anyway.
So yeah, we only the Texans. If the Texans defense rocking like that, or if they play like a quarterback that's actually top 5 this week, shout out to Chris, Christian, and Matt for their top 5 just looking like shit. If they play an actual top 5 quarterback this week and not one that we just want to be top 5 because it just sounds good. I don't know. Phillip Rivers Jr., if we should say. Maybe the Texans defense is that good, Billy. I don't think so. But they look that damn good against him. So I don't know, man. Do you see the Texans giving KC any problem? Shout out to Dre again. Texas, his people.
Babe, appreciate the two people viewing. Let us know who do you got, Kansas City or Houston. I'm like I said, Tonio, I'm taking Kansas City until I see otherwise.
That ain't the question I asked. I said, do you see him giving them problems? Like, is it a blowout or?
I'm about to. That's where I was getting to.
Oh, my fault.
I don't see Houston giving them any problems. CJ Stroud has not looked good this year. That defense did look really, really amazing, but I don't think Patrick puts Kansas City in the same positions as Herbert was putting the Chargers in there. Because if you watch the first half, it looked like Houston was really, really struggling until that defense came on.
Yeah.
I just don't see them having enough for Kansas City. But again, I'm also rooting for Kansas City because I want Kansas City in the AFC title game. I want Baltimore to go to Kansas City is what I want.
I just
Who are you taking, Tony? Are you riding with Houston?
I hate Kansas City.
But
ain't no buts. That's just it. I just hate Kansas City. Shout out to my dog, my mentor, my rapping partner, Taylor. Big T Taylor.
Excuse me, Chief. Sorry.
But yeah, fuck Kansas City, bro. I'm never rooting for them. But shout out to Chris Jones, though, Mississippi native.
Was Mississippi State?
You ain't have to say all that, bro.
I just want to throw it out.
Just shout out to Chris Jones from Houston, Mississippi. Fuck the Starkville part of it.
Yeah. All right, who are you taking in the game?
I'm not stupid though. Kansas City. I don't like Kansas City, but I ain't stupid.
All right, so the Rams at Philadelphia. I'm taking the Rams. Tonio,
you said it.
You said the Packers. Huh?
You said that the Rams got in the playoffs. They was gonna be the worst nightmare.
100%. But I'm going to talk about the game a little bit. Philadelphia should have beat Green Bay by 1 billion points. 4 turnovers, and Philly only won by 12 points. That's crazy to me. I think that's we got to look at that and think that might be an issue. Because Green Bay was in that game in the fourth until that last touchdown, and then the big Saquon run that everybody was saying he should have ran more for. I'm taking LA in this game. Who do you got?
Well, I'm not silly again. I got the Eagles getting on track and beating the dog shit out of LA. LA shouldn't be here. They got here. Shout out to my cousin. But yeah, LA shouldn't be here, man. We gotta keep it a buck where you get $1 at, man. Yeah. The Eagles gonna bounce back. AJ Brown read that book, got his mind right. They're gonna beat the hell out of the Rams. They're gonna bounce back and beat the hell out
of the Rams. Okay. Now we're doing Washington at Detroit. I think we're both taking the Lions, even with Washington with that really big good win against Tampa Bay. I love Tampa Bay. Love Baker Mayfield. Love not Raheem Morris. Excuse me, Todd Bowles.
Billy,
everybody's black.
I called every win last week except for the Broncos one.
Okay.
I think I wanted the Broncos to upset them boys. I don't know why.
Okay.
But I told you, I don't know. Jaden might.
Listening. Hey, so if Washington have a chance against Detroit, let us know in the comments.
So I think so, Billy. We're not gonna act like Washington probably still the best team in the league, but we're not gonna act like they don't give everybody they play a chance, and then they just come up, be like, "Oh yeah, we are better than you," and then beat their ass. So I don't know if Dan. I don't know if Dan gambles like that in the playoffs. I hope not, because this ain't really the place to gamble. But if he does gamble and the Redskins do win, then the Eagles just got the easiest path to the Super Bowl we just in a while. So I do think that the Lions maybe. I don't think they beat the fuck out of them though, Bill. I think They win, but I don't think they beat the hell out of them. I think Jaden like, hey, bro, I'm the rookie of the year. I'm not flooding out like Bo did. I got Washington back relevant in a year, and I told you, Chris, it was one name that he resonate because of 3 letters. Magic Johnson.
I thought you were going RG3. Oh shit!
I was going 8. Never mind. You get one.
No, I was listen.
Chris ain't on the show, bro. I gotta bring some of that humor, bro.
You didn't have to do that.
I had to, bro. But, bro, I told you wherever Magic Johnson is, they win immediately, bro. Are you praying about it?
No, I'm putting it for real. I shouldn't be praying about it. That was that much. Hey, appreciate the 3 people listening in. Hey, does Washington have a shot against Detroit? My 3 viewers right now.
But I told you the joint Magic Johnson touch. Dodgers just won. When he recruited LeBron, they won in a year.
Yep.
Washington, I was like, bro, if he on that team, he gonna turn it around like that. And now they're in the second round of the playoffs. It's just him, bro. Bro been a winner, except for one place. But I'm telling you, that shit fake. He ain't got it. Too healthy. He too healthy for that.
Yeah.
Bro got Easy-E was gone in 3 weeks. Magic Johnson.
And we got 5 people viewing in right now. Yeah. Hey, what do you think about the Washington Commanders' chances in this week's playoff game at Detroit? Let us know in the comments.
But I think Detroit there. I think we get a great NFC. Either way, it don't matter who win, who lose. NFC game this year, AFC game this year, gonna be good as fuck.
Yeah.
Both of the games gonna be good as fuck, bro. So I'm excited because it's like, all right, either I'm watching the Ravens play KC or I'm watching the Bills play KC. Still a good game. Either I'm watching the Eagles play. Well, I know I'm watching the Eagles. The Eagles gonna play the Lions, and that's must see.
Excuse me.
That's must see, bro. So either way, that makes for good football. Yeah. So that's where we at with that.
100%. So let's go on to the coaching hires. Tonio, this is going to hit you where it hurts. The Patriots, not hit you where it hurts. You might be happy about this one. Patriots hire Mike Vrabel. How do you feel about that? Another linebacker who played for them is the head coach again. That's 2 years in a row.
I sent in my resume to be the offensive coordinator because people declining the job.
Yeah.
We just gonna run the I formation because we don't got nobody to throw it to yet. We probably gonna fuck the draft up because Gerard said, "Oh, y'all gonna fire me? I bet I win this motherfucker on the way out," and he did that. Yeah. So yeah, we probably not gonna get what we need in the draft to be offensively sound. So we just gonna run the veer and shoot, and just hope the defense bounce back. We got another defensive-minded coach, but the defense was never the problem. Billy, defense ain't never been the problem in New England. We always been good defensively.
Hey, to the 4 people we got in right now, just let us know, was that a good hire for Mike Vrabel, or was it just a move from another superstar player? I'll go ahead and say it. I think if this was the move, why was this not the move last year? Why did you not just go ahead and hire him last year? Ask Gerard, hey, stick around, be the defensive coordinator. Because I wonder what the conversation is with Vrabes and Gerard going to be. Is it going to be, hey, Gerard, just stay on the staff? Robert Kraft came out and said, hey, I know we fucked up. Excuse me. He said, I know we messed up and we put Gerard in a position he wasn't ready for. But he won 4 games. We're acting like he didn't know what was going on. The Patriots still played well. Y'all didn't have enough to win anything. It's like
offensively.
It's the same move with Antonio Pierce with the Raiders. What the fuck was he supposed to do with Aiden O'Connell? What did you want him to do?
I keep telling people, bro, nobody want to listen, bro. Nobody will ever be able to make that team right until they let John Gruden come back and unfuck it up, bro. He fucked it up on purpose so they couldn't get rid of him. He had a 10-year contract, Billy. Until
the
them
Raiders
10
pay
years
4
up.
coaches right now, Antonio.
That's what I'm
4.
saying. They gotta bring them back, bro. But I shout out to Shooter for hating on my hoodie B2N1. It looked better than the Titans gear. Yeah. But
number 1 pick.
Yeah, but they gonna screw it up. They gonna fuck it up. They'll go get Mason Graham or something.
Not a bad pick. Not a bad pick.
And a bad pick, but when you got Will Levis back there, but I don't know, bro. Like I said, man, it's been the same since even with Bill there, bro. We had Tom, so the offense looked fine, bro. But if you just
Drake May's gonna do well in this league. I'm sorry, he's gonna do well.
Maybe.
God, you're such a hater.
He didn't do well his last year at UNC, Billy, when he lost all his stars.
Look,
you
what he
said
did to
that
you guys.
He won 4 games. He didn't do enough.
What is he supposed to do, Tonio? Again, it comes back to
make up your mind. Make up your mind. Make up your mind, bro. I seen Tom make a shake with lacrosse players, actual lacrosse players, and quarterbacks. Billy,
okay,
at wide receiver.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because Tom Brady's not the GOAT. Where is that? Get that. Respect. Royus, who do you want to take at number 1? Who are you going to take? Let's find that out real quick. But
Shooter wants Shedeur Cam.
Is this Shooter? Is this who we're talking about?
Yeah, that's Shooter.
Shooter. Tell me who you want.
Nah.
Shooter,
not Shooter. Shooter. Not
Shooter. Like Shooter McGavin.
Not Shooter McGavin. Just Shooter.
Yeah. Shooter. Okay, excuse me. Shooter. Excuse me.
Yeah. There you go.
But I got you. See that? I thought it was Royus. See, that's what I thought it was. Now listen. Tom Brady's the GOAT. He wants at 1. What is it? What are you gonna do with your? Okay.
Everything.
Whatever I said. So you want Travis at 1 with Will Levis throwing him the fucking ball? Shooter. What? Explain that part. You want Travis, but you want Will Levis to throw him the ball. What are we doing with that? You think you can get Jalen Milroe in the fucking second round? You gonna take Jalen Milroe at 31? Crazy.
Bro, they might get Jackson in the second round, bro.
Ooh. That might be okay. That might be okay. But you can't say Tom Brady was throwing to lacrosse players because he's the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. And then sit here and be like, well, Will Levis, with Drake May, he wasn't fucking doing anything. Like, no shit. He's not Tom fucking Brady. You're not going to get Tom Brady.
Billy, what do you expect, bro? That's what I had. You want me to go from that to UNC quarterback, Dart going
Dart in the second. Okay. Respect, Shooter. Respect.
Yeah,
all right.
that might.
I'm going to raise you up. I want to see your football knowledge. Who you taking in the 3rd round then? See, and I'll do this all day with you.
Shooter got it. Billy, I'm 65. Letting you know now, Shooter got it all the way up to the 7th round.
And 65. Shooter, who you taking? 65.
We already did this. I asked him the other day. He was already prepared, bro. So it's you're not hitting him with some shit that he wasn't ready for.
I just want to know the facts. I'm just trying to get it from him to me. That's you already know. I'm trying to get it to me so I can see what we're working with.
But I don't know, man. I just like I said, the defense will be back on point. But our defense been good, Billy. Like that's not what's going on. We need some offense, bro. You can't just have the defense. We punting and then the defense like, fuck. Everybody's sharing oxygen masks and bottles and shit because they just got off the field.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
And
I don't.
Antonio, I'm going to tell you again. Mike Vrabel was the number 1 seed in the AFC with Ryan Tannehill. Okay, so Drake May will be fine.
What that defense was.
That's what I'm saying, though, is Mike can make it to where you guys are relevant, very, very relevant.
Did he not have AJ Brown as well? Though?
He did. But again, it's
who do we have that rivals fucking Bateman? Not AJ Brown, Bateman on the Patriots, bro. I would name a receiver that drop shit. from your team. Who he got that? Name me our best receiver right now and tell me he on anybody. Because, bro, I ain't saying
the number one.
Yes. Bro, likely would be our number one receiver. He's a tight end. We don't have Billy. It's just, I'll tell you how good we'll be depending on how he drafts. Like, you got to go there because if you're not trying to fix the immediate problems, then we just going to be in for a long year again.
So, all right, let's go from a decent head coaching opening to a shitty one. We're going to go back to Dallas where they let go of Mike McCarthy, who, and say what you want, Chris calls him Coach Fat Fuck and blah, 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 because Chris just doesn't understand what football is, I guess. 3 12-5 seasons. Now, won 1 playoff game, lost 3 playoff games, so you could say what you want. This year, with Dak going down, they only won 3 games with Dak. Cooper Rush comes in 7-10. Mike McCarthy did a great job. That's a great coaching job. He's going to go somewhere as a head coach again and do really well. I think he's going to take the Chicago job probably, and Chicago's going to look really great.
Mike McCarthy, and I hope Cam watching, Mike McCarthy had a shitty end of the stick. He had I'm going to blame everybody except for me, Aaron Rodgers. And then he got sorry ass Dak Prescott. Just made it deal what it did with both of them. He had good records with them, bro. It's just these people not taking you to the Super Bowl, dog. It's just what it is. Some people got it, some people don't.
100%.
Aaron Rodgers went once, not questioning his greatness. I know Cam gonna be like, Aaron Rodgers throw the ball. Look at his numbers. Yeah, that's his voice, by the way. Yeah. But
Dave, you gotta get on the show to defend that. Come on.
But bro, he don't win.
Yeah.
He don't win. But yeah, he probably go to Chicago for sure. Chicago or maybe Vegas.
Ooh, yeah.
But I if I'm a head coach, I'm steering clear of Vegas, dog.
100%. There's a bunch of reports for Ben Johnson going to Vegas. No way. And I wish Matt was on here to defend Ben Johnson too. There's no way with his acumen and he's looked at as one of these great opportunities. He's not taking that shit to fucking Vegas. Nobody's doing that.
Bro, I'm telling you what they're gonna do. Everybody gonna forget that Josh Gruden was calling people monkey, or John Gruden was calling people monkeys and shit in emails. And he gonna end up mysteriously back in Vegas because after they get through paying these other 3 coaches, they still gonna be paying him. Like,
hey, we got 6 people in. Leave us some comments, you guys. Jeez, come on. Tell us who the next coach of the Raiders should be, or who, or why John Gruden needs to be in the NFL.
Bro, they just need that bread. But yeah, shout out to y'all that's out there watching us. I don't know, man. Mike McCarthy will get a job. I give it 1 more week and he hired somewhere.
Yeah.
It's still some coaches I think deserve to be fired, but they probably won't.
Like,
I like him, bro, but the Giants head coach probably should be fired. I like his personality in that, but personality ain't winning me games. And
sure.
Yeah, I'm not. You gonna squander Malik Neighbors over there?
Okay.
It's just a lot. They won that last game, so they kind of messed themselves up in the draft as well. That don't make sense to me. And you weren't getting fired, so it's just like, what were you trying to prove, bro? Y'all was never going nowhere, but you had the opportunity to have the #1 pick to pair somebody, either Cam or Shador, with Malik Neighbors, and you just like, dog, your starting quarterback that you still paying, he gone. So it's just like, yeah, let's get him out of here. But we didn't.
No, 100%. But let's go on to our last one. It's a more fun topic. It's been requested by the fans. I know the 5 people listening in, let us know how crazy this is going to be or how uncrazy it's going to be. But go ahead, Tonio.
All right, bet. So we're going to play a little game like he said in the comments.
Real fast. Should have had Mike Tomlin needs to be fired. He's the Doc Rivers. No. Doc Rivers was handed great teams and then lose where Mike Tomlin is handed shitty teams and they win, and then they go to the playoffs where they're supposed to lose. Come on, Shooter. I thought you were different, man.
Okay, Shooter, funny. So this is the game. We're gonna play.
Just doesn't want black excellence. I think that's what the problem is.
That's funny as hell. Shout out to B. Shout out to B2N1, man, for being in here supporting this shit, bro. But black excellence is funny. All right, man. So this is the game. So I seen this Twitter. Then people was like, "Hey, y'all should do this." So we're gonna do it with the top 5.
Okay.
Starting with the draft board. Who you say you got going on more?
So this is Mel Kiper's big board for 1 through 5. Number 1 is Travis Hunter.
All right. So ceiling, middle, floor. I'm gonna let you go first, Billy.
Okay. So for Travis, ceiling, and this may be a little crazy because again, the name of the game is ceiling, middle, floor, right? So I just want to throw that out there that I'm not saying that this is what Travis Hunter is going to be. This is ceiling, middle, floor. Ceiling is Champ Bailey, 100%. Don't throw to that side. If you throw to that side, bad things are going to happen. There's nothing good of throwing to this side. So Champ Bailey's my ceiling. My middle, and this is where it gets kind of a little different because I see him being a corner in the league, not a wide receiver. But with that, the middle is middle point is Devonta Smith. Could be a good number 1, but a very, 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 very great number 2 if you get somebody like an AJ Brown on the other side. Floor, Zay Jones. Get you those fucking couple 150-yard games for some reason. Get you those 2-tug games, but then irrelevant for the other ones. That's where I see the floor for Travis being.
All right, so I'm gonna go defense as well. Okay. I think he probably play corner. So my ceiling for him, Revis Island. I got the same concept as you. Okay. I just Revis Island, man. Don't throw it to my side, dog. You throw it to my side, but not only my side. We seen him play 3 levels in a game. You throw it anywhere near me, dog. I'm going to get this. That's
not
my ceiling.
Make tackles like Darrell either. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, like you said, if he play wide receiver. My ceiling is somewhere between Debo and T. Higgins. Like you said,
okay.
Yeah, you give me another option on there. I'll show you what I can do. Y'all give me the ball. Y'all get me the ball, even though I'm playing defense predominantly. Y'all give me the ball on a couple of these special plays, like couple jet sweeps. I'll show y'all I can make some noise.
He gets in the defense like, whoa, fuck.
Yeah. Or like you said with the Devontae Smith, I'm T. Higgins. Just because it is the way I think he high point the ball a little bit better than Devontae. I know he high point the ball.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Actually, the floor. Fuck. The floor could be because he's so good, bro.
I know
that's a little hard. The floor can be. I'm going back. Defense's floor could be after I'm done fighting with Odell, Josh Norman. Still can make some plays for you.
Okay. I like that. I do like that.
Sometimes I'm getting beat, maybe, but I'm still gonna get up for those people that talking crazy to me, like Odell. So yeah that's my floor.
I like that a lot. Our 5 people still listening. Give us your Travis ceiling middle floor. We're going number 2. Again, this is Mel Kiper's big board. We're just going off big boards. This is Abdul Carter, the defensive end from Penn State. Ceiling, Tonio, I'm gonna go ahead and go first. Sorry. Is ceiling Myles Garrett. Could really fuck up a lot of pass rushing. Great. He's great against the pass. Really good against the run. That's his ceiling. Like from what we've seen from Myles Garrett, let's say Myles Garrett retires now, Hall of Famer, probably. Just how great he is. He's also in Cleveland, so he kind of gets looked at a little different. Middle is Micah Parsons, where he can hit coverage. Hey, we got 6 people in. Give us ceiling, middle, floor on Abdul Carter from Penn State. We're doing ceiling, middle, floor. Look, we got 7 people in. That's what I'm talking about. My middle, though, is Micah Parsons. We've seen what Penn State linebackers have done coming into the league. Micah Parsons is a kind of pass rush specialist. He can get out and cover. We've seen it. Not bad, but not great. He'll probably run a 4.4 in the combine and probably go up a lot of draft boards. But his floor is going to be Robert Nkemdiche. Defensive end, you know that well, came out of Mississippi State where everybody's like, oh, shit, okay, this dude's going to be something serious.
Hey. Don't disrespect that like that.
I didn't say disrespect, it's just a floor. That doesn't mean.
No, bro. You say he came out of Mississippi State.
Or excuse me, Ole Miss. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad for disrespecting you.
Fuck them dirty ass, goddamn Starkville motherfuckers over there.
Moving on. We'll talk about this for 20 minutes with Tonio. Robert Nkemdiche from Ole Miss, great pass rusher, could stop the run when he needed to, especially in the SEC where it was all run, especially back when he came out. Can stop the run when need be, but obviously thrives in the pass rush. Tonio, who you got for your ceiling, middle, floor for Abdul Carter?
Abdul Carter, ceiling. I want to go Owe from Baltimore.
Okay, another Penn State guy.
Yeah, similar build. Actually, probably same player. If we've been honest.
Okay.
I see him being like him for real.
It's taking Agate a little bit to kind of be that guy in Baltimore too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he'll come in and do what he. I don't think he'll come in and do what he need to do like as fast.
Like Michael Parsons showed up and was like, "Oh, this guy."
Yeah.
Okay.
His middle. That's a little tougher for me. I think his middle could be damn. I think Micah is his middle.
Okay.
That's a great comparison. So I ain't gonna beat dead horse on that. And his floor would probably be end of his career. John Gruden let me go. I'm at the Chargers just soaking it up. What's his name?
Khalil Mack.
Khalil Mack, dog.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. But that can be his floor. Like Khalil Mack at the beginning, dog. But this dude got the position, got the potential like to be that if he like fizzle out. So I'm gonna go there.
Absolutely. Okay, I like it. At number 3, again, this is off Mel Kiper's big board. Hey, you guys, give us your ceiling, middle, floor for these dudes that we're doing. I know we got 4 people watching now. Ceiling, middle, floor for Mason Graham. Tony, you want to go first this time, or you want to let me keep going first?
I like when you go first.
Okay. My Mason Graham comparison is at ceiling. Again, this is ceiling. This is not saying I'm projecting this guy to be this good, but this is where his ceiling can be. I'm gonna go Warren Sapp. I think I think he can do that. Big dude in the middle. He can play on a 3-4 defense where he's your only guy. He's going to try to take up both guards and your center, trying to get that that run stop in there. My middle, again, I really, really like this guy. I think whoever gets him is going to come into some really good graces. But his middle, Casey Hampton, you remember him from the Pittsburgh team?
Yeah.
In the early 2000s, a little bit late 2000s, on that Hall of Fame kind of bridge gap where if he got in the Hall of Fame, you wouldn't be upset. But if he didn't, you're still like, okay, I understand. And then his floor, Antonio, I had to kind of dive deep, for this one. Evander Hood from Washington a couple of years ago. He's kind of a bust right now.
Yeah.
Just because he didn't have he's getting a lot of snaps, but he's only getting 2 tackles. With the way that defense plays, obviously it's a Dan Quinn defense, but I think if he goes to a spot where they think they can use him in the defensive coordinator can't use him in the way they want to, I could see a big kind of bust potential for this guy, only based on not his talent, obviously, but just kind of where he's from.
All right, bet. So for his ceiling, I can see him being a little smaller, Jalen Carter-ish. I can see that.
You're already putting Jalen Carter in the ceiling area. Okay.
Yeah, I think Jalen Carter still got a lot going for him, dog. That's just me though. That's just me.
You could have said Fletcher Cox, but okay, that's where I was guessing.
Yeah, I could have, but I like Jalen Carter. I don't know, I like Jalen Carter a lot. That's his ceiling. His middle can be Brandon Fisk.
Ooh, I had Brandon Fisk also in my middle. I was thinking about
yeah. His middle can be there. I think they're a little similar size. Making noise every now and then.
Yeah,
so they could be there.
Not the very focused, but you're saying making enough noise to be like, oh shit, this guy. Okay.
Yeah. And then his floor could be, fuck it, I don't want to get paid. I'm gonna lose out on his money because I'm lazy. Albert Haynesworth.
So the last contract, Albert Haynesworth.
Yeah.
Okay,
the last contract, Albert Haynesworth, bro.
that was a good floor.
Fuck all these millions, bro. I'm finna eat these burgers.
Good to go. Not worried. That's good. All right, and here's where the fun kind of comes back because Abdul Carter, Mason Grant were kind of like I said, off the big board. That's what we're going off of. But the big board has Shedeur at 4, and this is where it's going to be fun. Antonio, his ceiling, incredible. Peyton Manning. That's his ceiling.
Who you talking?
Shedeur.
Peyton Manning?
Peyton Manning is his ceiling. Not everyone. It's crazy, Antonio. I've said this since Shedeur played last year in Colorado when everyone was kind of paying attention. He's not athletic. I don't know why we think this, like we think of him as athletic. It's probably because he is black, but he's not athletic. I'm sorry, he's not.
I think not athletic is the wrong word because we've seen him get out of too many sacks. I don't think he's.
We've also seen. So look, we've seen Eli get out of very potential sacks, very, very incredibly potential sacks that he got out of. And I think that's where my mind goes of Peyton of I'm going to dice you up and I'm smart about what I'm doing. Not necessarily that he's so unathletic that he's Peyton Manning. I'm saying he's unathletic, but also with the Peyton Manning, he's not as unathletic as Peyton Manning. That's what I was trying to say. Sorry.
Or Eli.
Or Eli. Yeah, he's more athletic than that. But I'm saying for his ceiling is Peyton Manning. MVPs, with a great offensive line, he could do wonderful, wonderful things. But we won't see that until he gets a great one. His middle, Phillip Rivers. Absolutely. Where win a lot of games on Phillip Rivers' back, get him a good run game. He could probably be in a couple AFC title games, NFC title games. And the floor, and this is where it's going to piss you off and upset you, but the floor, watching the film, seeing what he's done, seeing how he wins games, is DeShone Kizer. I think if DeShone came into the league and wasn't part of the Cleveland Browns, I think he would have got a little bit better look. But that's, I think, how bad Shedeur could be. Looking at some of these floors, I'm really thinking I was trying to do the worst they can look, and I think DeShone is probably his best floor.
All right. So since you went Peyton, I wasn't going to take it there, but I'm going to take it there since you went Peyton. His ceiling can absolutely be his mentor and TB12.
Okay.
That's his ceiling, bro. That's his ceiling, bro. His ceiling, that's who he when he was winning games, the 4 games he won and he had to come back from behind, he said, I gotta go Brady mode. So of course that's who he studies.
So let me I was just gonna ask a question, sorry for cutting you off, but is that with that being his ceiling, is it because do you remember that the video and Cam talked about it on his show on 4th and 1, shout out to Cam Newton. When he had that video and Shedeur was like, Travis, shut up. I'll get whoever's open is getting the ball. You remember that from a couple months ago? Do you think
no. That wasn't what it was. He told Travis to shut up because he said the wide receiver was holding him. The ball was going to Travis, but Travis was like, I'm being held. And he was like, shut up, bitch, catch the ball. That's what he said.
Yeah, okay.
That's what he said verbatim.
I couldn't remember exactly. Yeah. What, are you saying that like leadership of Tom Brady?
Yeah,
it's like
leadership. All that. Yeah, I don't care about catch the ball. That's what you paid. That's what he told Trav. That what he said the same shit a few weeks to Will Shepherd. Will Shepherd was like, I pulled some or I'm hurt. And he was like, can you catch that bit? And and he went and caught the touchdown, bro. So yeah, demanding excellence, bro. Like
Okay.
with whatever he get. His middle, Baker Mayfield.
I like that. Okay.
His middle is Baker Mayfield, bro. Took him a minute to get his foot in there, but now that he got it, like, hey, bro, fuck all this partying, fuck all this being in the limelight. I'm a quarterback. I can win.
He had great commercials. Those Hulu commercials were so good.
And his floor is Alex Smith.
I feel like you were ready for the Shador one. You were locked in on that.
Yeah.
If I didn't say Peyton Manning first, would you have said Peyton Manning?
No, I still was going Brady.
Okay.
Just because that was his mentor. You seen that before he even like got to Colorado. That's who Ryan was having him working up. Yeah, like working out with Brady. You know, Brady just don't do one-on-ones with average people, bro. Like he did one-on-ones with Cam Newton. That was the last time we seen Brady ever talk to a quarterback until Shador.
Yeah. With you, I think it is cool that they're both black quarterbacks. I've always thought that was like really cool that that's Brady's fucking thing. But anyway, that was perfect. I'm pissed that I went first because you did so much better. All right, Cam Ward. You told me to keep going first.
Yeah.
Cam Ward's ceiling, Matt Stafford.
I like that.
Matt Stafford was at Georgia. It was a little different because it was the SEC still, even back then, those Saban teams and stuff like that. So Matt couldn't be like, well, I'm so much better than you. I'm just going to walk around. I'm going to just stand in the pocket for 20 seconds and not care and just wait. But the physicalness, the what he looks like, how he throws, exactly like Matt Stafford. I don't think Matt Stafford would have set out the second half of some shitty bowl game. But again, we're in a different spot for college football, so it's probably you can say what you want. Middle, Geno Smith, a lot of yards.
That's perfect.
Yep. But perfect. Just, it took the right situation. Geno took a backup gig for a little bit to kind of get his floor. I could see Cam also with Geno Smith, where my biggest thought was if Cam Ward falls, I could see him kind of being like Geno and just like, no one picked me. But Geno did sit, came back for the second round, and rest history. Shout out Geno. Love him. Great quarterback. But his floor, Tonio, and this is where you might get with me, his floor is Blaine Gabbert. Just good enough to kind of be around. Doesn't have talent. What do you do without that? That's just kind of where I've seen some of the film. Go ahead.
That is, I ain't mad at that.
Like I said, I took the floor as bad. Like, what is the worst you could be?
Yeah. That's there. So his ceiling is gonna be somebody that you know and love, and it's gonna be like early in their career. His ceiling is a early, I'm really good, Donovan McNabb.
Yes. All right.
I not super mobile, but mobile enough to make you be like, oh, he finna run, and then he just throw that bit to the wide receiver right behind you. Okay. That's his ceiling. His middle is Jameis.
Yes. Okay.
I say what you want about Jameis, bro. Jameis might.
He was the number one pick for a reason.
Yeah. Jameis ain't bad. Jameis ain't bad at all. His middle could be there because I think somebody he might end up somewhere close to James and be like, hey, bro, just don't throw the picks. You do the touchdowns and say the motivational shit that sound good. Don't throw the picks and you good. Yeah. So that ain't a bad middle. Now his floor, because he's mobile, is gonna be Vince Young, dog.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
It's gonna be Vince Young. Ooh. And I didn't practice for Cam, but yeah, still mobile, but he might not find his footing because he is so nonchalant with it. And I don't know if you could be, that could be the way he rolled, but I don't know if you could roll like that in the NFL and be straight.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Shout out, Matt, but shout out to Shooter. Shout out to Bebe, Cam, all them B2N1 people that's watching. Shout out to my people that's texting me, telling me they watching me. I appreciate y'all. Y'all tune in every week though. But yeah, that's what I think. And I think we should do this next week, all the way up into the draft, Billy. Like first round, 100%. All the way up to the draft. We'll have the next 5 players for y'all next week. Middle floor ceiling. Hey, this is what we need y'all to do, bro. We got the page, we got the IG, but y'all go when we put this reel out, y'all go comment. Tell us who y'all want to hear middle, ceiling, floor. Tell us what y'all think y'all comparisons is. Shooter, we still waiting on your 65th pick, bro. Don't let me tell Billy that you had it and you ain't say that. Shooter, tell him who you got for the 65th pick, man. But make sure y'all comment, man. If y'all comment while we active, we gonna say something back to you immediately.
100%.
Billy, what else do we have?
No, that was it. I just wanted to give the same shout out. Hey, I know we've had about 3 people watching strong on this Friday night. We appreciate y'all being with us. Like Tonio said, send us those comments, man. I'd rather do the show off of what you guys are wanting us to talk about than the fucking game plan I got laid out right here. So it'd be way better. Like y'all just throw it in, like the Mike Tomlin, Doc Rivers comparison. We could have talked about that for 40 fucking minutes, but you know, we still had the rest of the show to go and all that stuff. Now, once the playoffs are done and we get the off season, that'll be a little bit more. We'll be doing more NBA stuff, so we can kind of throw it around and how that's going to be. So we really appreciate you guys listening. Those four that are watching right now, we really appreciate it. Give us some comments about next week. The 5 that are watching now, appreciate y'all. The 5 people, throw us some comments in so we can talk about that next week. I'll make sure to put it down and we'll talk about whatever you guys want to hear about. Once again, before we get out of here, shout out to B2N1. I appreciate the support. Shout out to everybody else that text me and say, hey, we watching. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. For sure. And y'all keep watching, y'all keep supporting. We're gonna keep going up. Billy, it's been another dope episode of Brick Shots. Absolutely. Sure. No, we appreciate it, you guys. Hey, thanks. It's 150 episodes. We really appreciate it. Thanks.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Brick Shots with Billy Antonio.
For 50 more bricks. Ballin' like a with all these bricks.